All right, Nika. Tom Brady bitch slapped Logan Paul, and we are talking about it right now.
Stop the press.
Stop the press! This guy.
I saw a report from like TMZ afterward that Brady's negotiating something with, of course he's negotiating something with WWE. That's what this is all about. It's a work, as they say.
Yes, indeed, this is Stop the Press right here on the KeNikka Sports channel. But first, it's time for the final countdown.
It's the final countdown.
That's right. If you are counting down the days to WWE SummerSlam like Nika and I are, then please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and please don't forget to ring that bell, ding ding, for our mascot, Frexy. Check her out, everybody. She's just the cutest little puppy, Nika, and she just brings so much love and enjoyment to our lives, and we hope she brings some to yours at home as well.
Well, thank you, and shout out to our new and returning viewers. Thank you for your continuous support, and I hope you're excited for the SummerSlam as we are.
Hell yeah!
Damn right, Nika. And, you know, we mentioned SummerSlam today because NFL quarterback Tom Brady made it into the headlines this weekend. He was at Fanatics Fan Fest in New York City, the big collectible showcase. And more we see athletes and other sports celebrities taking part in this event year after year. And one of those brands is the WWE.
Welcome aboard.
As this event takes place so close to SummerSlam, it's been used as a vehicle to sort of kick off SummerSlam. They even have a kickoff show for SummerSlam at Fanatics Fan Fest. So as we count down till the August 1st, August 2nd date when SummerSlam is happening, we were watching the Fan Fest footage and everything going on, and this clip came across my feed, and, well, let's just let the clip speak for itself, shall we? Yes, that's right, Nika. That was Tom Brady bitch slapping Logan Paul, WWE superstar Logan Paul, right across the face. Or did he? Let's take a look at that in slow motion.
Ooh, it's a wrestling.
Ooh, it looks like he got the hand up there and stopped it.
It's a wrestling.
Very subtle. Very well done, Logan Paul.
He's practicing for his in-ring appearance.
Their weekend wasn't over yet, Nika.
No.
They were at the World Cup game and happened to be sitting in the same proximity from each other. This is the finale game, by the way. And some words were exchanged, Nika. Let's take a look. Things getting heated. We see the finger going up in the air there from both of them. Two birdies.
Of course, but this is all set up for what's coming in the SummerSlam.
I believe this is what they call in the WWE wrestling industry a work. We saw this with Seth Rollins and Kyle Brandt on Good Morning NFL a little bit earlier this summer. That was well done by both of those men.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
This is the start of something between Tom Brady and Logan Paul. And sure enough, TMZ is now reporting that Tom Brady is in discussions to join up and do something WWE related.
Oh, I love it.
I love it too. I mean, you know, if you followed us or our channel or even the podcast when it was still a podcast, you know, one of the things we've always celebrated is the WWE crossovers into professional sports. You know, a lot of these wrestlers go and do the first pitch at games, or like an honorary tip-off, or they do a wave to the crowd at a hockey game, stuff like that.
Or they date a football player.
Oh, you went right there, huh?
Well,
yeah,
they do.
it has happened from time to time. I'm looking at you, Cooper Cup.
We know who you are.
He's a cougar hunter.
I know.
Ooh, did I say that out loud? No offense.
Have fun.
Yeah, go have fun.
Yeah.
Holy shnikes.
Nevertheless, Tom Brady here is in these discussions, and we love it.
It's fantastic.
You love it.
Yes.
Not everyone is loving it, Nika.
Of course not.
And one of those people is our good friend Mike Florio. We don't really know him, but we do follow him, and I do generally find most of his sports takes to be pretty good. You know, he comes from a legal background and a lawyer background, but I happen to see him reacting to this Tom Brady situation with Logan Paul, and I cringed. I found myself disagreeing almost immediately. And, I wanted us to take an opportunity here, take a minute, and react to this clip.
Tom Brady. I resisted talking about it yesterday, but this whole pro wrestling thing.
All right, I'm going to stop it right here for a second, because you can clearly hear there's a disdain in his voice when it comes to professional wrestling, you know?
I can see his face as well, and it's like full of disgust.
It is. And, you know, it's not for everyone, I understand. And I also think it's a little bit generational, because I know my parents feel probably the same way as Mike Florio does when it comes to taking in any WWE wrestling.
Fair enough.
So I understand it's not for everyone. However, let's continue here.
And I saw a report from like TMZ afterward that Brady's negotiating something with, of course he's negotiating something with WWE. That's what this is all about. It's a work, as they say in the wrestling business.
He knows the lingo.
He said.
And Mike knows the lingo. Yeah,
So-
this is a work. So kudos. You know the language, Mike. What are you not telling us? Maybe you secretly watch. Ooh.
That they're trying to figure out something he can do. And once you have grown men slapping each other in public, or in the case of Tom Brady and Logan Paul, it's Brady slapping Paul at Fanatics Fest, you know that this is moving toward something. WrestleMania, WrestlePalooza.
Well, he knows more language.
At one of the big events, Brady's going to be there. I was on with Dan Patrick yesterday. He thinks
Now, we should bring...
Gronk and Brady are going to go against both of the Paul brothers.
First of all, Logan Paul's brother has been nowhere near WWE.
Right. He does
And
boxing.
Logan Paul has his own faction in WWE called The Vision, if you don't watch. So I don't see Logan Paul's brother getting
No, I don't
involved
either.
in this storyline at all.
His brother-
Gronkowski's interesting because he's actually got a prior relationship with WWE. He's done some stuff previously with them, and we're going to actually talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
So hold that thought.
It's clear that this is happening. Brady and Logan Paul were giving each other the middle finger defiantly while watching the World Cup final. Brady's son, you could see he's just kind of like sitting there next to Tom, like, really? And somebody needs to
It's
say
his
to
kid.
Tom,
I'm
just
sorry.
stop it.
Which kid with parents outside the household is gonna be cheering and doing anything to help him out? I mean, you're always like, oh, I'm with my parents.
Yeah, kind of. Yep. As cool as Tom Brady is to me,
It's
like,
still a parent.
yeah, he's still somebody's parent, and that kid is probably wanting to do the opposite of what
Exactly.
his dad is asking him to do.
Exactly.
Can't escape teenagerisms.
No.
Stop it. We all need to have that person who will say to us, are you sure you want to do that? Is that really the best? Is
Did
that,
you
is that
have
really
that
the best thing
person,
for you
Mike?
to do?
Well, again, you know, I feel like there are worse things that Tom Brady could be doing with his time than partaking in a WWE storyline. So I feel like this bothers Mike Florio a lot more just because he doesn't care for the particular brand of WWE.
I think he's looking at this through his lens. He's not looking through Tom Brady's eyes, what he can get out of the wrestling situation. He's just looking what he likes, Florio, like what
Right.
he likes or dislikes about it, and that's it. He's not stepping into Tom's shoes to try
Sure.
to figure out why is he doing it.
But Tom Brady should be able to do whatever he wants at this point in his
Absolutely.
life. And if he wants to do a work with Logan Paul and have some fun and
More power to him.
yeah, exactly. And he's certainly in good enough shape to
Hell
probably,
yeah.
Put some oil on that body and take his shirt off in front of a large crowd if he wanted to.
And it would probably sell a lot of tickets.
Probably would. It would be on a Tops Now card too.
Never tell me the odds.
More on that later as we get into this story.
And I'm saying this because Tom Brady is the GOAT. Tom Brady is an all-time legend. He's got a statue
Yes, he is.
outside of Gillette Stadium.
Absolutely.
More
Correct.
accomplished than any quarterback in the Super Bowl era, more accomplished than any quarterback of all time.
Yep. All
Got
true,
the
Mike.
most and then some out of his God-given abilities, willed himself to become the player that he was. It's too much. He's overexposed.
He's overexposed to what?
Being slapped by Logan Paul.
Or an injury? He's not a player anymore. Like he doesn't have
don't know.
anything to be. I don't understand what that comment. He's overexposed means.
I got a lot of problems with you people.
Let's continue here. Mike
And-
chooses his words carefully throughout this. I noticed.
Anytime I slow down, that means I'm choosing my words carefully because, look, I don't need to have beef with Tom Brady. Not that he cares about what I say, but I don't know. A psychologist could go to town on figuring out why he's doing this now. Like,
That is one big pile of shit.
The psychology angle there is a little bit awkward to me because it seems that he's implying that Tom Brady's having some kind of midlife crisis and that's why he's doing this work with WWE.
Hey, if that's what it is, that's fine. If that's his midlife crisis therapy, go for it. There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, I know people think WWE is fake, and I want to address this right now. WWE is absolutely fake. However, I don't like to refer to it as a quote unquote fake sport, and I prefer to sell it as live stunt action coordinating.
You are cursed.
They're doing the same exact thing that stunt people do on movies.
And we
They're
still
just
watch
doing it
movies.
live in front of an audience in real time. Like, I mean, there's an Indiana Jones stunt show at Disneyland, and I don't see people clamoring for that to stop because it's fake. They like seeing it. And
Of
so
course.
WWE is in some ways just the same version of that live with a wrestling ring. And it became something bigger than I think probably they all thought it was going to be in the 80s when they started doing it now. So you can't control it. I don't understand why he's trying to have control over who participates in it,
It's
though.
an entertainment industry. It's putting an entertaining show with stunts.
Absolutely.
The injuries and everything that goes in the ring are real. Those people are real.
Sure. And they work real weights to get in shape, some of them. Not all of them these days, but most of them to look ring ready, I guess.
And also, when they do wrestle, they have to take under consideration the partner they are having because nobody wants to get injured.
Mm-hmm.
They don't think just about themselves in the ring. They have to think about the opponent as well.
Absolutely. It's you're putting other people's lives in your hand sometimes.
Right.
there's an insecurity there that is stunning. Dude, you've won.
Your insecurity
You've
is
won.
showing right now, Mike Florio.
You don't need to do anything. You have won. You got the Raiders thing, minority owner, managed to get a sweetheart deal from Mark Davis. You got the $37.5 million a year gig with Fox. You've won.
He comes across
You've won.
really
You're going to walk
petty
into the
and
Hall of
jealous.
Fame, mic
Yes.
drop. They should already put him in the friggin' Hall of Fame. Already got the statue at Gillette. You've won. You don't need, and all due respect to wrestling,
All due
you don't
respect
need to
wrestling.
lower yourself to,
Oh,
What?
who are you, I mean, what are you proving?
why don't you just have the guts to say it out loud, Mike? Why don't you say what you really feel here? Why don't you say it's beneath you? That's what he's trying to say
Yes.
here. And he
He's
doesn't want to
dancing.
say that out loud. He's dancing around saying it, but
Yes.
he feels that this is beneath Tom Brady to do.
It's a damn shame. A damn shame.
Was it beneath other players that took part of that?
Well, and you bring up a really interesting, fair point. I want to get through the video before we address that.
Okay.
So hold that thought. But just to say this before we move on, a lot of athletes at the highest of levels have done WWE in the past. And we're going to read off some of those names in a minute. So hold that thought.
What's the point? What's the point? What are you trying to do?
He wants to have fun.
It is beneath Tom Brady.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
And I know that there's been a connection over the years between the NFL and pro wrestling, but usually it's like guys who grew up wrestling fans or
Are you sure about that?
It's a more
You
obvious
sure about
connection.
that?
You see more and more guys getting into wrestling who don't have the traditional wrestling build. They're not big. They're not beefy. They're not burly.
Oh, have you seen Oba
Now,
Femi?
Brady's tall.
Would you like to have a
But
word
I don't
with
see
him?
him putting on 60 pounds to enter the squared circle and take on Logan Paul.
I don't think he watched wrestling.
It's
recently.
just disappointing to see someone who should have the awareness and confidence. They don't need to do this. And one of the reasons I'm doing it today, saying it today, from what I've seen, this is hardly a minority hot take position. Most of the people who have commented on this.
This is a boomer take position, to be honest.
He's very
You're
comfortable.
showing your age. And the other people that are criticizing this are also showing their age. Everybody. Just want to be clear. And they're also showing how bad their memories are.
So like,
Oh,
what the
well, it
hell?
comes with the
What are you
territory.
doing?
What the hell?
Tom,
what are you doing?
what are you doing? Who is advising you?
Who cares? Maybe
not
he
you.
can do whatever the hell he wants with 7 Super Bowl rings on his fingers. You ever think about that?
I guess not.
You need someone to say,
I don't
Don't.
understand this whole like,
do this.
you need a handler, a babysitter.
Probably too
Why?
late for that.
It's too late for that. I don't even know where to begin with this. I don't. I have so many more notes. Let's start with the list, I guess, of other athletes that have done this.
Okay.
Celebrity athletes. Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion, served as the special enforcer at WrestleMania 14 in 1998. Floyd Mayweather fought The Big Show in a no disqualification match at WrestleMania. Let's see, what is that? 24, it looks like. WrestleMania 24. Tyson Fury, the heavyweight boxing champion, made appearances in 2019. Ronda Rousey, Ken Shamrock, former UFC Hall of Famer. He was a full-time cast member at one point. But more importantly, with regards to the NFL and saying that it's mostly mid-carders, is Lawrence Taylor a mid-card, Mike? Because he was involved with a big WWE storyline. You know, you mentioned Rob Gronkowski might do this tag team. Well, he was already a host of WrestleMania 36, and he won the WWE 24/7 championship during the event. Hell yeah! Oh, what about a guy named Shaq? Is he not big enough of a star to have ever been on the WWE? Because turns out he appeared in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale at WrestleMania 32. So what do you got to say about that, Mike? Were you clamoring the meat bell for Shaq not doing WWE because it was beneath him? Or does maybe he have a big enough build in your mind to be a WWE?
Memory issues.
Memory issues.
Select.
Let's not forget back in 1985, everybody, William the Refrigerator Perry participating in the NFL versus WWF Battle Royale. That's right. The NFL had their own faction at WrestleMania 2 in 1986. My bad on the dates. I said 1985.
Close enough.
Let's not forget NBA stars Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman also appearing in some WCW storylines and WWF.
And the
Teaming up
current-
with Hulk Hogan and Diamond Dallas Page.
Also,
So,
the current NBA.
yeah,
champs.
we saw the current New York. He doesn't even mention the Knicks
Yes.
once. The Knicks have been involved in a huge WWE storyline for weeks. And we had Jalen Brunson on Saturday night's main event at Madison Square Garden just this past weekend, and Karl Anthony Towns in separate stories.
Absolutely.
So I don't understand where Mike Florio is getting off here. And apparently he doesn't follow this enough. Only when an NFL superstar enters his orbit as participating, and it just rubs him the wrong way. And I don't think he's up to date on the modern times.
I got a lot of problems with you people.
The WWE is, like we mentioned, at all these professional sporting events. They make their presence known.
Yes.
And it's an exchange relationship, everybody.
Of course.
You know, they want to spread their brand to new fans of other sports. And I know they're sports entertainment. Like I said, you can call it fake wrestling if you want. I tend to call it live action stunt coordinating.
That's a very
You can
good
go
way
with
to
whatever
put it.
you
Yeah,
want.
yeah. How many of
I
the-
think mine is more interesting because you're going to see a show and a performance. And, you know, sure, feel free to judge whether they sell it to you or not. Some are better than others, actually. So it's part of it.
Are you not entertained?
Another thing Mike Florio seems to be forgetting here is that he has a partnership here with NBC Sports with Pro Football Talk, and it is very good at covering the NFL. I want to give credit where credit's due to Mike, and I appreciate him very much in the NFL space, but he's just wrong about this take, and someone else might feel that way too. NBC Sports, who also showed that Saturday night's main event with the New York Knicks that we were just talking about on their airwaves this past weekend. And Mike, you might not want to criticize the brand that your partnership is in another partnership with. You know, you might want to pay attention to who else they're doing business with over there at NBC Sports, because WWE is definitely a client.
Definitely. And how many times we have seen Rich Eisen show hosting WWE stars on his show.
Exactly. You know, and talking about the NFL season with them, like Seth Rollins, who even guests host sometimes, but they always will talk Bears if he's a guest, and they will always talk football if he's a guest, and he's a part of Good Morning Football, by the way. You know, he doesn't mention any of the partnerships that go the other way.
No.
You know, like Seth has been a contributor on Good Morning Football all the time, and I know that's when Mike's on at the same time, so he probably doesn't really watch it or see much of it. But Mike, there is social media. You should pay attention to what your competition is doing during those time slots, you know, and you would know that Seth Rollins and Kyle Brandt did a work together this summer.
Absolutely. You just only had to Google it.
He's just maybe wanting to choose a different battle here than the WWE. And if he'd have been paying attention, Nika, one would have presented itself to him. Would you like to know what it is?
Yes.
Let's take a look at this video clip that is also from Fanatics Fan Fest this past weekend.
Really kind of into some new cards lately. Love what Fanatics and Topps has done with the hobby and investing a lot in kind of these newer cards. There happens to be a first overall pick that plays for the Raiders. There's a Fernando Mendoza card that came out that I sent you and I said, I need this. I found it and I got it. My first NFL auto. Woo! One of one. One of one. I know how hard he works. He's got a great family and he's coming to a great environment for success. So I figured you gotta invest in it. And you know what? The card was not easy to find. I know there's a lot of negotiations that went back and forth for quite a bit, ended up paying a very hefty price. It's a true win-win. So I get the card that I want. It's gonna bring our team a lot of luck. And it's going to hopefully launch Fernando into a great young career. NFL autograph. Reach into my pocket if you see me. Okay? Where it's at.
Wow, Nika, when you look at that, that is a beautiful card, isn't it?
It is.
A one of one. I don't have any one of ones in my collection, unfortunately. I got like some 25s and some 50s. No one of ones.
You have to level up a little bit higher.
Sniffle.
Sorry.
Maybe one day I'll get lucky enough to see that gold in the pack. But until that day comes, I have to settle for these tweets to see other people's one of ones. And now Tom Brady has a one of one. And Mike,
where were you?
This seems like it should be more in your wheelhouse, Mr. Lawyer. This is kind of a conflict of interest here a little bit, isn't it? I mean, here you have an owner of an NFL team going out of his way.
Well, he's a minority owner. But
I don't care. He's
Fair
got
enough.
a vested interest in the team's
That's true.
success, does he not?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So, in effect, what Tom Brady is admitting here in this video is that he is gambling. He is taking a bet on his own player. Am I wrong?
Who did that? Pete Rose.
Does he hope that this card goes up in value, Nika, or down in value?
Up.
I would say up. And, you know who else knows a thing or two about card collecting? Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Oh,
Logan
my
Paul, the
comic-
big Pokemon card collector, sold the record-breaking $16.5 million rare Pokemon card engraved in this beautiful diamond necklace from WrestleMania.
Wow.
Crazy. But do you think Tom Brady and Logan Paul maybe were having some dialogues off camera before any of this shit started, and perhaps maybe they met at a Fanatics event, or something like for card collectors? I've seen Tom Brady. He called Caleb Williams and told him he got one of his cards in a pack. It was really funny.
So he's a collector.
He's been involved with Topps and collecting for a little bit here.
Okay.
And I think that is probably what led him into some kind of WWE circles, if I'm being totally honest.
Or
it's
he
just
could-
a guess.
Sure, but he could also call his agents like, hey, I want to be on part of with WWE. There's nothing
Sure,
wrong
but
with
I'm
that.
guessing he might have rubbed elbows with Logan Paul
Yes.
and then saw some of the money that he was making in cards and was thinking like, well, I have a lot of money and I would like to turn it into even more money. And how do I do that? Oh, I can buy these collectibles. But I'm just wondering now, like, does this put a lot of pressure on Fernando Mendoza to live up to that one-of-one card that your owner invested in? I mean, damn, you want to talk about putting some pressure on somebody.
Ooh, I hope it doesn't backfire.
Imagine if Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson were like, Caleb,
We got your cards.
we took our money from the Bears and we invested in your one-of-one autographed rookie card, and we are going to need you to make that go up in value, young man.
I would think some of the Chicago fans will be jumping off the bridge very fast.
Let's say George McCaskey even, like, hey, Caleb, me and the fam, the Hallis family,
Yes,
we went and bought your one-of-one card, and we're not going to put it on display at Soldier Field. We are holding it in our personal safe, and we expect it to go up in value, young man. So all those millions we're paying you, we can
gotta
make
get-
them right back in the safe over here and
Exactly.
pay you the next millions that we need to pay you.
Maybe that's the plan. When their contracts are up,
But Tom Brady owns this card as an
No,
owner,
no.
not the team, Nika. I'm
enough.
joking. I'm
No.
just kind of pointing out how ridiculous this would be, like if it was any other team. And because it's Tom Brady, I feel like he's getting away with it. And
Well, maybe Florio needed to have a piece done on that instead
I
of
think
work.
Mike Florio missed the bigger story coming out of Fanatics Fan Fest here with regards to Tom Brady. And it was not about him partaking in WWE. It was about him investing in this Fernando Mendoza card. And my first question, Nika, would be, hey, Tom, what other cards have you invested in
Well, we know
since
Caleb.
you got invested? And that was just a pack pull. So
Okay.
it wasn't like a big Caleb Williams card.
I
It was
see.
just something he saw and was like, hey,
But-
I'm going to call Caleb and
But
make
Mendoza,
a video about it.
But Mendoza's was
That was
specifically
real. We saw the
purchased.
video. That he even said it's like the team's good luck charm. I mean, like he kind of implies the team owns the card, and
I think there might be a little bit of a conflict of interest.
I think there's a little bit of a conflict of interest there,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely a lot of undue pressure being put on Fernando Mendoza.
if we're gonna go after gambling, really, and players and owners do put bets on their team, cards should be part of it as well, not just the DraftKings or whatever else you people use.
I agree.
Cards are part of it.
I agree.
So you concur?
We forgot to mention one of the greatest athletes of all time who's partaken in WWE and wrestling history, and that
Who did we
is
miss?
the greatest, Muhammad
all
Ali.
Ah,
I mean, Mike Florio, that's from your generation, buddy. And it wasn't that far removed from when you were supposedly watching this on Pittsburgh television, because Muhammad Ali was involved with WrestleMania 2.
wow.
I mean, that was like pre-1986, buddy. So you should have remembered that for this piece. You should have remembered that Lawrence Taylor and Shaq and others have been a part of this history. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited that Tom Brady is potentially going to do a work with Logan Paul and wind up in the squared circle at a future WWE event? Or are you like Mike Florio here and you think this is a bad idea for Tom Brady and you think he should not be doing this at all? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and we will see you on the next one.